If you are trying to grow on social media, but you're a little bit unhappy and frustrated with your growth, like why is it so hard? Then this is going to be the video for you, because by watching this video, you're going to learn what it is that you're doing wrong that is hindering your growth on social media and what you can do to fix this. So if you're interested in that, just keep watching. So the reason why most people want to grow on social media is they know that, if you become an influencer, you can get brands to send you stuff, or if you're a business, you can actually sell products, or if you have a service-based business, then you're able to get your clients and customers to find you on social media. So the whole point of this is that you actually do need some sort of audience in order to reach your goals, which at the end of the day is somehow tied to money or impact or both. And I want to tell you something, right, that it is not impossible to grow on social media. There's just some very specific things that you can do that are tried and tested by thousands of people all over the world, and it's really not rocket science as long as you know the right things. Because you know what, if you just keep doing the same thing over and over again, well, that's the definition of insanity, as we all know. So I've got your back. Let's break it down. What is it that you're doing that is hindering your growth on social media? Okay, so the number one reason why nobody is following you on social media is maybe your target audience is just too small, right? So for instance, if you have some really obscure thing, like let's say you sell foot cream to retired people who live in the Bahamas. Now that's a very specific product to a specific market, and it's a very, very small audience. And so you're trying to have hundreds and thousands of followers, but your actual people that are interested in what you're doing is a very small group of people. So the audience size of what you're doing is possibly just too small. The next thing that you could be doing wrong is just posting cliche or ordinary content that is nothing new, nothing interesting. We've seen these quotes, maybe you're posting 1,000 times before, or the pictures that you post, the selfies that you post, we've seen it all before, and there's just no reason for someone to follow you. Or you're just not providing value on your page. There's no reason why people should follow you. Maybe you're posting selfies and pictures of yourself, but you're not really like a model, or your pictures are not that high quality. And there's no reason. Like, the main thing I just want to say is that, have you looked at your page from someone who has no idea who you are, a complete stranger? Why should they follow you? What is it that your page is giving them? I talk a lot on this channel about providing value, right? But I don't want you to get the idea that I always think you need to be teaching people something. I still believe that entertainment is still value. So if you're posting lifestyle content, make it interesting, make it unusual, make it something worth following. Tell me, would you buy a magazine full of just selfies of the editor? No, you wouldn't buy that magazine. It wouldn't interest you, right? So it would need to have something interesting and entertaining for you in order for you to buy that copy. Now, I know that just because we all think that it's free to use social media, that we deserve these people to follow us, and that's just not how it works. This ties in with my next point, is that you're posting selfish content, what I call selfish content, which is, it's just all about you. Everybody look at me and my fabulous life, and that's all you're doing, and it's not really doing anything for anybody. You're not thinking about your audience and what they want to see when you're posting. So you can post stuff about you and share your life, but the way that you think about it is, are you doing it for them, your audience, for them to gain something, or are you doing it for yourself? If you're doing it for yourself, then don't be surprised if nobody follows you. Just understand that is the nature of things. Some people use their social accounts as like a journal, to document their life. That's fine if you're journaling, but then don't expect that complete strangers are going to be interested in your thoughts. Okay, would you go read somebody's journal? Not really. But if there's lessons there about their life that you can learn, then yes, you most likely will. So there's nothing wrong with documenting your life, but just make sure whenever you post, you think, what is somebody else going to gain from this post? What is somebody else going to gain from this video? And that's how you'll distinguish whether you're doing it for yourself or you're doing it for your audience. The next thing is, you're not posting consistently, right? Maybe you're watching this video and the last time you posted was 2 months ago. What are you expecting? This is what I do a lot, right? When I find a great YouTube channel that I like and there's a video that I like, I go and I watch the video that I found, and then I go and check when the last time they uploaded was. And if it's been more than 2 months, I'm like, oh, this person is not a regular creator. I'm not going to subscribe because why should I? They probably maybe quit, or they're not interested in doing this anymore, or they don't take it seriously. So you need to think about how consistently you're posting. You don't need to post every single day, but if you're going to post once a week, then keep it at once a week. I'd rather have you post less frequently, but in a way that you can handle it. So if you're a very busy person and you can only post once a week, then just choose a day and say, every Wednesday I'm going to post a video, or every Wednesday I'm going to post on Instagram, and that's what I can stick to for the rest of the year. So I don't want, some people will go off social media for weeks, come back, post 10 photos, and disappear again. That weird behavior is very strange. So I see some people do that. That could be why you're not growing and not getting any followers or subscribers, because you're doing these sprints, right? Remember that social media is a marathon, not a sprint. And that brings me to my next point is, maybe you're just not patient. Maybe your account is growing, your subscribers are growing, your followers are growing, and you just want it to grow a lot quicker. But the nature of the beast is that it is really more of a marathon than a sprint, and you need to exercise patience with social media. If you're doing all the right things, which I'm going to mention just now, and you're following every guideline, then the next thing you need to do is just be patient, okay? It will happen eventually. Just be patient. If you want to learn more about how to stand out on social media and have really, really good profile, then watch my video about how to stand out on social media. This is specifically tailored for 2021 moving forward, so make sure you catch that video. But I want to say that what you should be focusing on more than anything is having good content, specific content, adding value to people's lives in whatever way you can think of, putting your audience before yourself and your selfish needs. If you just think of them first whenever you post, that will really, really help you. Another thing that I want you to do is find 5 accounts, okay, similar to what you want to do or what you're doing, and like 5 to 10 even. If you can find 10, that's even more perfect. And that will give you a good indication of people who, so let's say you are a health and fitness blogger, right? Maybe you post healthy recipes, and maybe you also trying to sell some healthy supplements or whatever you're doing. You need to find 5 to 10 accounts in your geographical area, like South Africa, and see how many followers they have, how many posts it took them to get that following, and that is what is going to help you a lot. The main things that are going to help you to grow on social media is if you're focused on creating better content. That is your number one focus, is improving and creating better content. The next thing, you need to engage and socialize with other people, okay? Social media, be social, engage with other people so that they engage with you back, and you nurture those relationships in a genuine way. If you don't like to engage with people, what are you doing on social media? And then thirdly, just keep posting, okay? Just keep posting. Don't give up. Just keep posting. Eventually it will come right, and you're going to learn, you're going to grow. It is all going to be worth it in the end. If you've watched up until this point, comment grapefruit and I'll know that you watched the whole video. What's up next is a bonus content. For those of you who stick around to the end of my videos, you get some extra little bonus content. So I mentioned earlier on that you should find 5 accounts. Now I want to give you a detailed breakdown of what to do with these 5 accounts. Okay, so like I said, find 5 accounts, and we're basically going to go into detective mode with these accounts. I want you to arrange it like this, right? One of the accounts should be like a nano influencer, so less than 1,000 followers. The second one should be a really, really big account, so maybe over 100,000. And then the third to the fifth one should be mid-size, so I'd say maybe between 5,000 to 20,000. You can adjust these numbers based on where you're starting from, but that maybe works for someone who has less than 500 subscribers or less than 500 followers. Then you will follow these numbers that I gave. Otherwise, adjust them accordingly, okay? The reason for this is that I want you to have a different variety of small accounts, big accounts, and then the medium-sized accounts for this investigation that we're going to do. So what I want you to do is I want you to scroll all the way down to the bottom of their feed and find where they started. And the reason for this is because I never want you to compare your beginning with someone else's end or middle. You need to compare your beginning with their beginning, because everybody starts off on social media with 0 followers. Everybody starts off with 0 posts. Some people may delete their very first few posts, but you should still be able to learn something to see their journey of how they started. So scroll all the way to the bottom and see what they were posting in the beginning and how they've evolved that way, and give yourself the same grace and patience that your evolution will also, take place in that way, and you will grow over time and improve over time. Then I want you to just scan their page on the whole, right? And I want you to look at how frequently do they post. Are they posting every day, every week? How frequently? What are they putting in their captions or their description box if you're on YouTube, okay? Are they responding to comments? What do they say? How do they engage with their audience? I want you to really figure out what it is that's working for them, and I want you to take these 5 pages and these 5 accounts or 5 YouTube channels and find a common theme that they all have. What is it that they're all doing that's working? Because for them, they already have all these thousands of followers, so they're obviously doing something right. And I want you to figure out what it is that's common amongst all of them and how you can apply the common theme to your page. This is a great method because you're using proven accounts, proven strategies to help you improve your content instead of reinventing the wheel. So that was today's bonus content. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment. Let's chat in the comments. And otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. And thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every single viewer. So thank you so much once again, and have a great day. Bye.